Why has this protest become a national? Where do politics begin? Where does public demand end? Could this movement change the future of India's education system?
Delhi has seen countless protests, but every generation has one movement that defines its frustration. In 2026, thousands of students gathered at Jantar Mantar. What started as anger over examination controversies.
Thousands of young Indians spend years preparing for that one exam, the NEET exam. An exam she hoped would change her life. Today, Akanksha Chaturvedi is gone. All that remains is her heartbreaking final words. Death by suicide, allegedly linked to NEET
Became
depression.
something much bigger. Questions about accountability, politics, democracy, and whether ordinary citizens are still being heard. Amid growing frustration over examination controversies, a new term began trending online, Cockroach Janta Party, or CJP. But despite the name, CJP isn't a real political party. It's a satirical nickname created by students and social media users to criticize what they saw as poor handling of major exams. The term gained popularity during controversies involving competitive exams like NEET and UGC NET. Allegations of paper leaks, exam cancellations, and administrative irregularities sparked widespread debate, with many students questioning the fairness and transparency of the examination process. For millions of aspirants, these weren't just headlines. They represented months and sometimes years of hard work. Many felt that honest candidates were being unfairly affected by issues beyond their control. As a result, anger spread both online and through student protests across the country.
If those are the latest images from Jantar Mantar, where Mr. Dipke, the founder of the CJP, a young man, seems to be in tears.
The demand from students was clear. Investigate alleged irregularities, hold those responsible accountable, strengthen exam security, and improve transparency so that trust in the system can be restored. While investigations were launched in several cases, debates over examination reforms continued. Sonam Wangchuk. Long before this protest, one engineer from Ladakh had already become known across India. Sonam Wangchuk, an engineer, innovator, education reformer, environmental activist. His work inspired millions. Many even associate him with the inspiration behind the character Rancho from 3 Idiots. Although the filmmakers have clarified the character was not directly based on him.
Just from a factual point of view, I want to tell you that neither
it's
Raza
never been
nor
clarified before this.
Yeah.
You heard it.
In fact, Mr. Sonam has said this.
Okay.
He also has said that the character is not based on him. He has also clarified.
But do you have anything to say about his fasting for 19
Well,
days?
I think all of us are very concerned for his
For
health and his
years,
life.
Wangchuk has advocated sustainable development, education reform, and protection of the fragile Himalayan ecosystem. When he appeared at Jantar Mantar, many believed his presence transformed the protest from a student movement into a broader moral appeal. The demand was simple: Dharmendra Pradhan must resign. As demonstrations grew, calls for Dharmendra Pradhan's resignation became the central demand of the movement. Protesters maintained that leadership must be held accountable when repeated examination controversies affect the future of students across the country. The protests sparked a nationwide debate on exam security, transparency, and responsibility, with one message echoed throughout the demonstrations. Students deserve a fair, secure, and trustworthy education system.
The resignation of Union Education Minister Dharmendra Pradhan marked one of the biggest moments of this movement. For many students, it was proof that peaceful public pressure could bring political accountability. But for the Cockroach Janta Party and its founder, Abhijit Dipke, this is not the end. he has publicly stated that the movement will continue until its remaining demands are addressed, including a call for Prime Minister Narendra Modi's resignation.
बात आपके इस्तीफे पर भी आ जाएगी और वो आएगी जैसी आपकी हरकतें आएगी वो इतना तो आप लोगों को बता तो आएगी बात.
Whether those demands will be met remains uncertain. What is certain is that this movement has already become one of the most significant youth-led protests in recent years. History will decide how this chapter is remembered, not only by those who protested, but also by those who governed.